Welcome to my bathroom. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to hang just about anything. I'm going to actually be hanging this robe hook. However, the technique that I'm going to show you can be used to hang just about any small or medium-sized object, whether it be shelves, towel racks, picture frames, just about anything. So let's get started. Besides the hook itself, I'll be using this bracket, mounting screws, plastic anchors, an Allen wrench that's going to be used to tighten the hook to the bracket, and a drill. I'll also be using this level. This is a Stanley level. It doesn't cost very much. I would guess you could get one of these for $5, and it's really a useful tool. And if you don't have plastic anchors, they're really easy to find. You can buy them at any hardware store. I bought this kit. There's 165 pieces, 3 different size screws with matching anchors. I think this cost me about $5 at Harbor Freight. The first thing we want to do is determine where we want to hang our item. I want to hang my hook right about here. I want to make sure that's centered. And that's about 10 1/4 inches. So I'm going to make a mark at 5 1/8 inches. That'll show me where the center of my bracket will go. Then I'm going to put my bracket on there, and right in the center of each of those holes, I'm going to put 2 pencil marks. That's where I'm going to drill for my screws. And if you feel it's necessary, you can put the level on those 2 marks and make sure that your bubble is centered. And I did a pretty good job, but if I didn't, you could move your level one way or the other until they line up. Now I could take my screw and screw it right in there, and it might hold for a while, but eventually the soft drywall is going to wear out and that bracket will come loose and it might tear from the wall, or at the very least it'll start wiggling at some point. The only exception would be if there was a stud back here. There's a couple of ways to find out if there's a stud. One way is to use an electronic stud finder. Now I do have a couple of those, but since this is basic instruction, we're going to go an easier way. All you need to do is find a drill bit, real small drill bit, substantially smaller than you'll be using to drill your hole. And if you can drill in and you feel any resistance once you get through the drywall, there's a good chance that you're hitting a stud. If you drill in a little further and pull it out and you see sawdust on the bit, there's certainly a stud there, which is good news. That means you can just drill your screws directly into the wall. So let's give that a try. And there was absolutely no resistance there, so I know I'm going to have to use some plastic anchors. The instructions that came with my kit said that I should drill an 1/8 of an inch hole for that anchor. That makes it easy. If you're not sure, there's a couple of ways to check. You can use a drill bit gauge. That's just a piece of metal with a lot of different size holes in it, and you can put things in to see what the size is. Or a way that I use a lot, I just eyeball it. I just put the anchor behind my bit and in front of my bit, and I eyeball to see if they're the same size. I certainly don't want the bit to be bigger than the base of my anchor. So we know that both visually and by instructions, this 1/8 inch bit is the right size. So I'm going to go ahead and drill my 2 holes. Then I just take my anchors and push those in place. Now we're going to take the bracket, and with the provided screws, I'm going to screw that in place. So that's good and secure. Now I'm going to hang the hook. In order to do this properly, there's a little notch in there. I want to make sure that that is engaged on the top of the bracket. I'm going to bring that down, and I'm going to tighten that Allen wrench. Matter of fact, before I start, I'm going to make sure that Allen wrench is unscrewed. You can probably see there's a little point to it. I want to make sure that's all the way out so that's not interfering with this. I'm going to hook that on, just like that, and then I'll tighten that up from the bottom. And once that's nice and tight, that's going to be on for a good long time. And you can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. That's all there is to it. Really, really easy. Like I said, it's about a 2 to 2.5 as far as difficulty. You just have to follow step by step, and you can hang just about anything. If you have questions, leave them down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And don't forget to ring the bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks for joining me. I'm Mark, and this is the Average Me Channel.